got this feeling, baby, we're invincible.
Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Rebuilding Notts County. As always, if you are enjoying the videos, drop a like, that'd be tremendous, really helps out. So, I thought we'd start today on Sean Lancaster, since he attracted so much attention in the summer from big clubs, with bids as high as, like I said, up to £13 million from Norwich City. That was with the add-ons. I don't know what they were, I just saw the figure. But he's doing alright, playing for our sort of underage side. He's got 9 goals and 6 assists this season. Like, he's not got amazing finishing or anything, and his composure isn't great either. Crossing and dribbling are solid. They're not great, but they're certainly better than Ron Coates and Noel McPhee, just about. The determination and flair is great. He's definitely improving. He's got great acceleration as well. The long-distance shooting thing, I am working on getting him to get rid of that, so hopefully he can lose that trait. But the fact is, he's banging in goals, doing the right thing. He's still only 17. I still feel like there is going to be game time for him available this year. Maybe a loan spell for the second half of the season. Depends, really. The other guys are doing really good stuff out on loan, except for some reason, Mehmet Čujić has been sent off. In his first 8 games, he's been sent off 3 times, but he's also scored 6 goals. The guy's just like Zlatan out. He's just mental. And I kind of like it, actually. He's like an evil genius. He's to get 3 red cards in 8 games and also 6 goals. Crazy stuff. After your stance on citizens of Gibraltar, I guess you're referring to the people of Malta as Maltesers. Honeycomb centres. Oh, you're damn right I am. Tyrese Campbell must have had a bet on Notts County to make the playoffs with that sort of form. 2 hat-tricks to propel the team into the playoffs. Absolutely monumental. And on that topic, Campbell needs a statue immediately. I kind of agree. That form he showed to actually push us into the playoffs last year, when it was really looking bleak for us. Although I think we kind of sorted ourselves out tactically, and that's really helped this season too. But he was monumental. This year, I've just not seen enough of that from him, but he has had little niggling injuries so far. And speaking of injuries, it's been a really poor month. Regan Booty got a groin strain and has missed most of the off-camera matches, and it's showed. Ron Coates also picked up an injury and has missed a load of games. And last year that wouldn't have mattered so much, but believe me, I feel like he's really a useful player for us this year. So we've had to really change things up a little bit, and with constant niggling injuries in the fullback positions, it's been a little bit of a tough month for us, in all honesty, when it comes down to the squad anyway. But without any further ado, we might as well jump straight in and have a look at some off-camera games, because there's a fair amount to talk about. Straight after our relatively good comeback against against Preston, we had a 0-0 draw at Ellen Road. We didn't deserve a point from this match. We were very fortunate to get it. Basically not much more I can say about that. Luke McKee was man of the match. That should give you an idea. I mean, it's not like Leeds created loads of chances, but they had way more shots than us, quite simply, and I would not have been able to complain had we lost this match. But it's the kind of point that could really help come later in the year, because Leeds are going to be right up there, I expect. For us, taking a point away from home is a very good sign. But it was in between that period where Regan Booty took a backseat due to injury, and things took a little bit of a turn there. We were actually still pretty good against Barnsley, I've got to say, but we did not play brilliantly. It took Costel Troffin to score a penalty in the 77th minute, again sent the keeper the wrong way, to give us the win here. A really tight game, like hard fought, and I think we were definitely the better side, probably, but it was certainly a very, very tight match. It could have easily been a draw as well, but more importantly, it was another clean sheet, and that's a really, really good sign for us. But it was this that just, I have no words for the performance that was put in on this night against Arsenal. This is like a once in a lifetime performance. I could not believe this when this happened. So bearing in mind, you'll notice they had a lot of chances, particularly created by a lot of their defenders. They were just really good from set pieces and just knocking stuff down for each other. They probably had, I think, 6 chances in this match. I think it was 6, might have even been 7, in fact. And they didn't take any of them, which was, again, we rode our luck for that. I mean, look at this. This is not a game that should have ended 3-0 to us. I genuinely couldn't believe it. And then when Guberinic got the ball after being knocked. It was knocked down by Ron Coates. So you'll notice as well, this team is very different. I mean, Lennon, Omerovic started, Evans, White, Guberinic, Josh Wright, McPhee, Troffin obviously started this one as well. And, you know, it was a very rotated side because I was like, well, we're going to go out anyway. I might as well rest some players so we can be good for the league. And they've come up with this. Yeah, Guberinic knocked the ball through, and there was Costel Troffin to make it 1-0 to Notts County after 40 minutes. Not our first chance of the game. As you'll see, we created a fair number of them ourselves, particularly from Guberinic, who was absolutely flawless on the night. Just an absolutely tremendous performance. And yeah, really, really strange. Then in the second half, Joel Lopez hacked down Ron Coates. I think it was Ron Coates. And we got ourselves an extra man for a bit. And I just started shoving the ball down that channel because they went all lopsided. And then things just gone from better to better after that. Ball was whipped in. We actually won a penalty directly before this, in fact, which Brandon Fleming then missed. And I thought, oh no, because that could have been the wrap-up moment. But then Sani Akinola took a corner. It was flicked on. I can't even remember who by. It might have even been Guberinic. And yeah, straight in the back of the net for Omerovic. Wonderful stuff. His first appearance for us, and he scores his first goal to make it 2-0. And then Ron Coates was just sent through in the 91st minute and slapped another one home to really put the smack down on Arsenal. Arsenal 0, Notts County 3. A scoreline I would have never, ever predicted. just crazy. We got Wolves away in the next round, which is annoying because there's still 2 League 2 teams left. But then, for all that goodness came out of it, we then went and lost 2-0 at home to Reading in the next match. Super frustrating. Jeremy Udenhout scored a very, very similar goal to that which Preston scored against us, a long-range strike. And I'm okay. If that's the only way we can concede goals, then that's a good sign for me. But unfortunately, Kostel Troffin then missed a penalty in this game, and he missed a lot of chances too. Robbie Burton was absolutely insanely good, just putting stuff on a plate for Troffin, who just couldn't finish his dinner. And unfortunately in this game as well, Danny Loader was put through with a simple finish. 2-0 to lose 2-0 at home is pretty harsh on this one, but that's just going to be one of those things that happen sometimes. Robbie Burton showing a lot of quality in this one, but Troffin just couldn't finish anything. Thankfully though, we were able to sort of flip things around a little bit, because it was looking very much like it in the next match that it was going to be a very similar story, as Aaron Connolly scored a relatively far out strike, which is a bit of a frustrating one, but hey, shit happens. Then we managed to sort of flip things on them. We played much, much better in the second half of this game and really took it to them. And I was a bit concerned because we went to attacking, we changed things up, went a little bit more aggressive. Scott Fuster was phenomenal in this game. But once again, Kostel Troffin gave us an equaliser. He's still putting the ball in the back of the net, just maybe not quite as much as I would like. But then Alexander Guberinic scored, I think from a corner, in fact, in this one, which was really, really nice to make it 2-1 for us before Scott Fuster was put through. And he just drove at the defence and slipped it home for 3-1 to Notts County. But it's nice to see that a lot of the players, the younger players, Troffin, Guberinic and Fuster, are able to come up, step into the fold when we need them, and do a good job when they're called upon. But unfortunately in our last match it was just a really bad performance. Like, hold my hands up, this is probably we definitely didn't deserve anything from this game. Created very, very little on the night whatsoever. Obviously no booty. We were playing third choice strikers here because both Campbell and Troffin were both injured, so it was a real issue for us. That being said, still annoying than the way that we conceded both the goals. Fulham created a ton of chances, but the goals they scored were not from them, annoyingly. Michibashi Uwai scored a goal from a back pass, because of course, and then Sam Taylor scored a direct free kick. So a bit frustrating, but we certainly couldn't have complained overall anyway, so annoying. But also, Michibashi Uwai is playing in the Championship. What chance did we have? Quite a lot, apparently, because that was only his second goal of the season, and it had to be a back pass goal to give it to him. So now we find ourselves in 5th. Not ideal, but bearing in mind, we do have a game in hand, which is today's game against Nottingham Forest. So if we were to beat Forest today, we'd go back up into 2nd spot, but it is getting insanely difficult there. We've only got 2 wins in our last, what's that, like 7 points from our last 5 matches? Just a little bit of a dip in form, but it's no surprise that there's been a dip in form when we've lost the likes of Booty and Coates, and have been a lot of and also the strikers have been chopping and changing too much as well, because we just can't seem to get any consistency going. But hopefully now, with Booty back, I think, and Coates soon to be back, we should be able to get back on the right track, because without them, I mean, you could see the difference in our form, really. We were absolutely flying, but then the moment we get those injuries to the likes of Regan Booty, things really do start to change. Because Fuster's good, but he and Robbie Burton can't do it by themselves. They're no Regan Booty. There's something magical about him, and I don't know what it is. But needless to say, we've got a hard battle on our hands here, because not only is it a game we kind of need to win to stay in the battle. Well, not stay in the battle, but we need to maintain this kind of form and get back on the right horse. But it's the fact that we're going away to Nottingham Forest to try and pull that off. A team who haven't won in their last 5 matches, but I mean, actually, they're in dreadful form at the moment, so maybe there's a chance here. They've only lost 1 of the last 5, but they've not won any of them either, so maybe this will work for us. But it really just depends on who's available. Marinos is suspended, and a guy called Des Grimes is suspended, so maybe there's hope. So, who's actually available? We're going to do a selection advice one, because there's so many players that need to be changed. So Campbell is back. Good signs. Booty is back. That's fine. Jones, and I take it that means Ron Coates is not fit. No. He's only just come back. We're going to have to go with Ricky Griffiths still. Williams is fine. He's back from suspension. So it's essentially a full-strength side, but the main thing is to get Regan Booty back and firing, and Tyrese Campbell back. Or Kostel Troffin at the very least, because Oz did not do well against Fulham at all. The only real thing we're missing here is the Ron Coates dribbling element. We're going to go with Ricky Griffiths. Have I made the change here? I think I have. Yeah, so I've turned off the roam from position thing on Griffiths, because he's actually not bad at crossing, I don't believe. 8. It's better. It's actually, his dribbling's alright actually, but his finishing is much worse than Ron Coates. So I kind of want him to be more traditional winger sort of material, and that's fine. Curtis Jones has kind of gone off the pace a bit lately. I mean, you can see his average rating is still very, very poor. And in fact, Stephen Walker's had a really poor season so far. So I think Martin Payton might well get that role when he comes back in January. So the bench will be Lennon, Fjortoflurvik, Guberinic, Troffin, Fleming, Fuster, and of course Lely. Still hanging around the club. I don't think he's ever going to quite get anywhere, but he's still doing all right. I'm concerned because our record against Forest has not been good since we came up, but maybe we can finally cement something today by coming up with a massive performance. And we kind of need it, really, because a win puts us back into second, puts a lot of these bad results recently behind us, and keeps the momentum going. And also, it lays a smack down on Forest, which is what we really want to be doing. So, come on. I think having Regan Booty back is the main factor. Like, we've won a couple of games without him, but we just don't look anywhere near as strong defensively, strangely, without Regan Booty, which is an odd one. And And Tyrese Campbell might not have that many goals. I think Troffin's actually our top scorer, but most of those have been in the Carabao Cup. So I think Campbell's still the main man for now, but there's going to come a point where that does cross over. And we very much need the likes of Regan Booty to have one of his belters performances. But unfortunately, in the 2 games against Forest so far, he's not really done that. Walker wins us a corner straight off the bat. Maybe we can score directly from it. Just keep recycling that ball. Booty, bit of room to maybe pick something out? Not quite, but he might be. He's not done yet, though. He's got 3 Forest players there, and he's drawn them all in. Hermanson. Oh, he can slip that through, and he does. Jones. Booty. Walker. Oh, they always miss to that far side, but really solid start. I mean, that's a lot of shots to have so early. We are battering for Forest. Yeah, Griffiths gets round a few. He gets another shot away, and it's saved by Karovic. And, well, like, we are controlling this game, possession-wise, everything-wise, really. Nico, here we go. And, well, Griffiths is just going to have a shot here, I feel like. Yeah. Well, I mean, I was going to say it looks like it's going to be 0-0 at half-time, but maybe there's one last hope, and Griffiths! Yes! Ricky Griffiths scores his first goal of the season, and it's against Forest at the City Ground. Oh, you beauty. I don't know, I just assumed we were about to go for half-time. But then Campbell picks it up. Curtis Jones has just gone, you know what? Let's try something special. Whips it across. Ricky Griffiths, though, the fact that he takes a touch and he somehow would have squeezed that in. I'm surprised he didn't hit the side netting. Doesn't matter, we're going in at half-time, a goal up, and Ricky Griffiths. Wow, he scored his first goal of the season. I don't think he scores very often for us, but my goodness, did we need that. We lead, and we deserve that. The fact that we've now got something to hang on to is super duper important because it's going to allow a little bit more space because Forest will have to come at us. Now, they've equalised against us before, so it can be done. Oh, please no. Oh, hello. Curtis Jones again. He's having a good game so far, though. And go past a few here. Griffiths is in again. Ricky Griffiths. Oh, and yes! Ricky Griffiths has scored a pair. Well, if you said make a list of the players you'd expect to score a brace against Nottingham Forest, he wouldn't even be in the top 1,000. I've got to be honest. Lovely ball again from Curtis Jones. It's a shame he's not going to get the assist here. He's missed the initial finish. Horrendous defending by Malanka, and Ricky Griffiths has now been at 2-0 at the City Ground. This is huge. This is exactly what we needed. Like, I firmly realised that Regan Booty has been appalling today. But I feel like just having his influence in the team makes such a difference. Oh, no. Alright. Well, Forest are straight back in the game. They've created nothing in this match. But I really do hate the way that it takes teams so long to reorganise from a defending free kick. Like, why has nobody gone across there to Carvalho? It's a really good finish from him. Goalkeeper's not going to get that, but come on. I'm making a change. I'm bringing Booty and Campbell off because neither are playing too great. And hello, Ricky Griffiths in again. Not quite. Just as we'd literally thought we'd put the game to bed, you concede a goal like that. And Ricky Griffiths nearly grabs another one. He's having a good day. Johnson. Oh no, Robbie Burton's just committed himself a little bit too much there. Christensen. And McGee is there at the far post to collect it. I'm going to time waste. Let's time waste the living crap out of this. We've got less than 2 minutes to go in normal time. Let's just time waste the living crap out of this. Less than 30 seconds until we get our first win away as well at Nottingham Forest. Ball across, and Hughes will get there. Just hold it in that corner for 15 seconds, buddy. And it's not going to be a throw to us. Uh-oh. Surely this isn't going to be an error. Just hack him down. Oh, Hermanson. Beautiful, buddy. Williams, just lump it. Yes! Come on! Nottingham Forest 1, Notts County 2. João Carvalho's goal is meaningless as Ricky Griffiths is the hero. Write that. Get your tattoos now, lads. What a brilliant result that is. Away at Forest. We needed that. Booty was not very good, unfortunately. I think he was just rushed back into the team, in all honesty. Troffin didn't do a lot when he came on, but it didn't matter because Ricky Griffiths was the hero. He and Curtis Jones were phenomenal on the night, and Nico Williams too. What a performance that was. Right when we needed it, and we got it. If nothing else, that will massively please the board, and we are back up into second in the league. Only 1 point off the top now. 8 wins from our first 12 is pretty good. It's the 3 defeats, bit frustrating. Like, the whole one could have gone another way. Reading was a bit of an annoyance, and against Fulham, there's really no complaints there. We're still doing well. We're right at the top of the league, right where we want to be. It's going to be a tough battle for us to get automatics. It's not like we're going to run away with the league or anything this year. Fulham beating Reading, though, that's definitely helped out a little bit too, because I feel like Rotherham will fall away, but I honestly feel like all the other teams that are up there, Fulham, Reading, Leeds, Hull City, Brentford, Huddersfield, they're all going to be there come the end of the season, to be honest. Preston are not looking in good shape at all, are they? Neither are Blackburn, to be honest. Wow, what a performance from Ricky Griffiths. That one before half-time was brilliant, but to score another one as well. Curtis Jones and him just linked up perfectly. The strikers were kind of unnecessary in today's game, in all honesty. Tyrese Campbell has not performed well this season. So, next episode, I'm thinking Swansea-Rotherham, because Swansea are a solid side and Rotherham are currently good. Double live com, of course. We'll do a few like double live coms now because we've sprinted into the season and now we can draw it back a little bit and do some double live coms. So we'll do Swansea-Rotherham. We could then do... actually, no. I mean, Fulham and Forest as a double live com is definitely on the cards. So we can try and beat them at home as well. Do the double. The point is we got the win. Anyway... If you've enjoyed this episode, and I hope you have, and you're expecting us to get back to good form, I would like to think so. Get us with a like on the video. That didn't make any sense in English or any other language for that matter, but hey, leave a like, that'd be cool. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe. And as always, hold your gun, capybara, and I'll see you guys very soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.